it's Sophie. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. So for today's video, we are doing a beginner's hoop handling tutorial. We're just going to be going over some of the basic and fundamental manipulations with the hoop for anyone who is new to the apparatus or anyone just looking for a refresher of the basics. This is just a reminder that you can get 10% off your Venturelli apparatus using the code Sophie2 at checkout. So if you're in need of a hoop before starting this tutorial, you can go to venturelli.ca to go get your Venturelli apparatus. And this code is only active for a few more days, so be sure to get it before time is up. You don't need to be warmed up at all for this tutorial, and other than the hoop, you won't need any other equipment, so let's just get on with the video. You're going to start off by making an L shape with your right hand, and the hoop is just going to be rotating between your pointer finger and your thumb. So we're just going to start off with some rotations around your right hand with the hoop rotating towards you, and we're going to do this for 15 seconds. Try to keep your arms as straight as possible when doing these rotations. For the next 15 seconds, we're just going to switch directions and rotate the hoop away from you. Switching hands now, we're just going to start off with 15 seconds of rotating the hoop towards you. And now just switch directions for the next 15 seconds. Now with the hoop in front of you, we're going to continue doing rotations with your right hand, but with the hoop rotating inwards for 15 seconds. Now just switch directions and rotate outwards for the next 15 seconds. Continuing to rotate now, just bring your left hand in and transfer the hoop to that hand for the next 15 seconds. And just switching directions again for the next 15 seconds. You're now going to bring the hoop above your head, and we're just going to do some rotations above your head with the right hand for the next 15 seconds. Now just transferring the hoop to your left hand, we'll continue rotating the hoop over your head for the next 15 seconds. Okay, now we're going to try to transfer the hoop from your hand to your neck. So the hoop is going to start rotating above your head, and when the rotation is behind you, you'll just sort of lower your hand and transfer the rotation to your neck. You'll rotate the hoop there for a bit, and then when the rotation is coming on your right side, you can put your hand in and transfer the rotation back up to your hand above your head. So we're just going to try this out 5 times. This one is really about finding the right timing of the rotation, and you may need to give the hoop a little bit of a push when it's on your neck just to keep the rotation going. This is just one example of different rotations you can do with the hoop, but eventually rotations can be used for many different masteries and transmissions, which I will be showing you guys in a future video. We're now going to move on to some rotations around the hoop's axis rather than around your body parts. So holding the hoop in your right hand, you're going to twist it slightly outwards and then flick it inwards, and the hoop should just sort of rotate around your hand. So if you're starting with your right hand like I am, you're going to prepare by turning the hoop to the right, and then the rotation of the hoop should be to the left. and we're just doing this 10 times with the right hand, and then we'll be switching hands. You can actually do this rotation outwards as well, but we're just going to work on the inwards rotation for now. So now just repeating this one on the left hand, we're going to do 10 rotations here, and again try to keep your arms as straight as possible. Now we're going to try to combine the two hands, so we're just going to start rotating inwards like we were doing before with the right hand, but as we're doing this, you're going to bring your right hand behind your back and pass the hoop to your left hand. And you're going to continue rotating the hoop in the same direction as you bring your left hand back in front of you. You can then pass the hoop back to your right hand and repeat it. So we're going to work on this starting in the right hand for 30 seconds, just doing a continuous motion with the hoop. Now this rotation around the hoop's axis can be a little difficult to get the hang of in the beginning, but after lots of practice it becomes almost a second nature, so definitely don't be discouraged if you can't get it right away. Switching directions now, we're going to start with the hoop in your left hand and pass it behind your back to the right hand, and again for 30 seconds. This is the next thing we're going to do now, with the hoop spinning on top of your hand, but before we get to that, we're just going to familiarize ourselves with this kind of handling with the hoop on the floor. So starting off with the hoop on the floor in your right hand, you'll wind up by rotating it slightly inwards, and then just give it a nice big push in the outwards direction, and just keep your hand on top of the hoop to stabilize it. We'll do this for 30 seconds, and then work on the more advanced version. Now bringing your arm above your head, we're basically going to be doing the same type of rotation here, just with the hoop in the air. We're going to do this for the next 30 seconds, and for this one, you really want to think about keeping the top arm straight and giving the hoop a nice flat surface to spin on with your top hand. I have to come onto my knees for this one, so I didn't hit my ceiling, but you can definitely do this one standing up as well, and I think it'll be easier to adjust your positioning and stay under the hoop when you're standing up. Now repeating the same thing with the left hand, we'll spin the hoop on the floor for 30 seconds and then 30 seconds up above your head. We are now going to move on to some flips, so starting with the hoop in both hands with your arms straight out in front of you, we're just going to flip the hoop half a rotation towards you. And we're just going to do this 10 times. We're now going to switch directions, and so the hoop is going to be flipping away from you for half a rotation, and again 10 reps here. Switching directions again, we're going to go back to flipping the hoop towards you, but now we're just going to do a full rotation of the hoop. And again, 10 reps. Okay, just give your arms a quick break here before we move on to some rolls. But we're just going to start off with some simple rolls here. So putting the hoop between your legs, and you're just going to roll it over your shoulder and catch it behind your back like this. And we're going to repeat that 10 times. Now with your arms out to the sides, we're going to do some rolls in front of you, similar to rolls that you would do with ball. We're going to roll it from the right hand to the left hand, and then reverse it for a total of 10 rolls. Rolls can be a little bit trickier with hoop in my opinion, so if you are new to the apparatus, you can definitely go up to a wall, and if you roll the hoop along your arms and against the wall, it will make it a little bit easier when you're starting out. When you're doing these rolls, you want to try to get it to roll smoothly across both arms without having it bounce or fall off your second arm. So I find that with this one, leaning back a bit helps with that. We're now going to do the same type of rolls, but instead the hoop is going to be rolling behind your head rather than in front of you. And again, it's going to be 10 rolls, alternating directions each time. With these rolls, I often find that the hoop will fall off after coming off my neck and completely misses my second arm. So what I would recommend doing, if that's the case for you too, is to bring your second arm a little bit farther forward so that it's placed right where the hoop is going to be coming. Moving on now, we're just going to do some boomerangs with the hoop, and the key to this is to flick your wrist back really strong and quick. We're just going to try this out 10 times on each hand, and we're going to start with the right side. And now just switching over to the left side. The last thing we're going to do here, I honestly don't know what it's called, but what you're going to do is bring the hoop around behind your neck and just kind of let it drop and rotate around your body as you catch it near your legs. And then I like to take my opposite leg out as I do this movement, so if the hoop is in my right hand, I'll take my left leg out like I was just doing there, and then you're going to push the hoop back in the opposite direction. This one is a little bit difficult to explain, you kind of just have to get the feel for it for yourself. So we're doing this 5 times on the right side, and then we'll switch to the left. And now we're just repeating on the left side for 5 times again. And that is it. Great job! And that is all for this tutorial, and that is all for this video, so thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys found this helpful. Comment down below if you tried out this tutorial and how you did, because I'd love to know. And just a reminder that if you would like to purchase a hoop for yourself, such as the one I'm using in this video, or any other Venturelli apparatus, you can go to venturelli.ca and use the code Sophie2 at checkout for 10% off your purchase. And again, this is only available until Sunday, September 27th, so be sure to get yours before the time is up. But anyways, don't forget to give this video a like, subscribe down below, turn on my post notifications, and all that stuff, and I'll see you guys on Sunday with a brand new video. Bye!